Remember those early internet games that you wanted to play, but your parents said no and would limit your computer time? Well, fast forward a few decades later, and even though you are still living with your parents, it turns out that one game has survived all these years. The classic browser game that still thrives today, Neopets. This classic game launched back in 1999 and was a hallmark of early 2000s internet. The game's signature sauce was allowing you to get your own virtual pet and play a whole host of flash minigames to earn Neopoints, which were the currency you would use to buy digital food, toys, and other accessories for your Neopet. Now, this game was no flash in the pan, as it was so big back in the day. It had its own trading card game, it had a PlayStation 2 video game, and much more. Recently, I had a friend casually tell me how they were a Neopoints billionaire and were still playing, coddling their Neopets empire. And at first I was confused because I thought Neopets died with all the other early Flash games. But doing some research into it, Neopets not only survived the test of time, but it has a thriving community. If you just take a look at the Neopets subreddit, it has over 108,000 people. So I had to go investigating. I wanted to see what changed about Neopets and relive those classic games. But then I suddenly remembered something. A paint-sized splatter flashback hit me. The paintbrushes. Paintbrushes were some of those coveted items back in the day, as some would cost millions of Neopoints because of their rarity. And ultimately what these paintbrushes would do was recolor your Neopet to a fancy design or pattern. It was a good way to stand out from the crowd. To acquire these paintbrushes, you would have to get pretty lucky, as they would come from random events or by winning games of chance like a scratch card. But if you weren't so lucky, you could buy it from another player. I even tried to teach my grandma to play Neopets on my account so I can get some extra Neopoints so I can actually purchase one of these paintbrushes. It didn't work. So now my adventure became more than just an investigation. This became a mission of the utmost importance. And because Neopets has such a dedicated fan base, of course, they have a comprehensive item database. And while searching for paintbrushes, there was one of the classics, the Cloud paintbrush, releasing all the way back in 2000. And luckily, decades later, it now costs a whopping 33,000 Neopoints. Not necessarily the millions, but something that is now in reach. So I know my mission: infiltrate modern Neopets, explore their games, and acquire enough Neopoints to get our Cloud paintbrush. Let's do this. Aha, welcome to Neopets. Okay, first off, that's not very 2000s. We didn't care about security or privacy back then. All right, we have to create our account. Okay, we finally got that out of the way. We got our main account here, XNeo2000PetX. Perfect. All right, here we go. Go. Okay. All right, no, we got to create our Neopet here. I know exactly what I want here. Not this thing. So you have your classics like the Mirka, right? Of course, we all know Bruce. We had the Float Sim, freaking hairy eggplant. Then you Blummaroo. Back in the day, okay, I was the edgy one, and I had a little dragon. Okay, this is Shoiroo. We'll go with a blue. And how does your Neopet greet others? Attack if they're weaker. We aren't raising a baby. All right, Neopet name, the big bad. Oh, I wanted the big bad dragon, but all right, we'll just go with this. The big bad D. All right, we'll give it a red bandana here. Create. Oh God. This is a lot. Oh, we just gonna claim a gift here? Let's go ahead and do that. Takes a little while to load here. Oh God, no. Get me out of here. This is what I remember, okay? Yes, this is what I remember. For those who don't know, okay, this is the world of Neopets. And you can click on each one of these different towns to try out new activities or games. But first, let's check out the island. Yes, and so from here, you could try a bunch of different activities. Let's try out beach volleyball. Why not? Okay, that's not beach volleyball. I think there are a few broken links in this game. This is the overall game menu. Now, games are the main way you earn Neopoints, and generally, the better you do, the more Neopoints you get. So instead, I think we're gonna play Mirka Chase. So Mirka Chase is like the worm game where you eat food on the ground, and then you try to avoid running into anything. Let's choose our difficulty first. Medium. No, you know what? We'll do hard. Start. Oh God. Wait. How do I actually control this thing? Space? The arrow keys. All right, we got it. All right, so the goal here, all right, is that we need to collect all these little different eggs here without getting hit by the edge of the screen or hitting any of those red eggs. Not bad so far. Oh! All right, we'll send our score. And we got 3,500 Neo points. And because they didn't want you to have too much fun, you can only submit your score 3 times per day. And we'll try it one more time. Oh, what is that? Yeah, they used to call me the Mirka Master back in the day. Okay, we just submitted our final game and we're up to 5,000 Neo points. Next is caption contest, where we have to create a caption for this magnificent photo. And the best caption is selected and awarded Neo points. I've been sitting here for like the past 5 minutes and there was so much going on in this photo. I don't even think Gen Alpha would know what to do with this. Okay, let's take a look at a prior winner. All right, by Vanilla Pudding. When they said I was going against a top 3 opponent, I wasn't expecting this. That's comedy. All right, I got it. You see right in the center of the photo where your eyes are drawn towards? A bombfish. And what's right next to the bombfish? A frog eating a sandwich. The sandwich is the bomb. Thank you for submitting your caption. Good luck in the caption competition. No need for that. And I just noticed our dragon is bloated. Well, I'll guess we'll slap some Tums on him if we find it. And while messing around in another game, we got hit with our first random event. What's this? We got a random event. New Battledome Challenger Advisor Brew is waiting for us at the Battledome. What? Welcome to the Battledome, where we can send in our Neopet to fight other players or bosses. So, yeah, let's give this a try. Something has happened. Victory awaits if you're prepared. Equip your Neopet with this weapon. It looks like we can choose our opponent, and Advisor Brew is 130 difficulty. I know we would win, but let's pull up on this Chia Clown with a rating of 10 to show our dominance first. Okay, let's set our equipment and our abilities, and I think we just hit the fight button. And oh, 5 health, and even trade. Wait, what's this? Sit down, clown. And then we fight. Oh, we just laid him down. Oh, sit down, clown. You aren't even funny. 6 damage. Oh my gosh, we're clobbering him. Physical and emotional damage. All right, let's finish him off here. Ooh, 5 damage. Wait, what's happening? We have 0 health. They have 0 health. Draw. All right, we just drew with a clown and we didn't get any Neo points. This might be the worst day of my life. All right, I need a palate cleanser after that. And I'm here at the deserted fairground. And the one thing I want to try are the scratch cards. So it costs 1,200 Neo points to buy one. And with our 5,000 Neo points, this seems like a responsible purchase. Let's do it. Whoa, look at that jackpot. 14 million. I'm about to become a millionaire. Only squares with prizes count. 3 blanks won't get you any prize at all. Sad face. That's early 2000s. Start from the center. Nothing. What is this, man? What is this? What is this? Dude, all these things cost Neo points. Everything here is a scam. That's the strength. Right in the dead center.
Useless.
We want 15. Dude, I can't. No. Next is Cliffhanger, and this game is like a harder version of Hangman. You can only guess from the available letters, but the solution may still use unavailable letters. And we have to guess the solution before the walrus falls off the cliff at the top. And see if you can figure out this puzzle before I do. Man, this sucks. All the good letters are removed. Let's go with L. L's a good letter, right? Oh, easy. L's an A tier letter, of course. And after a few guesses, this is where we ended up at. What? B, X, Z, V. None of these make sense. Okay, we'll try B. Oh, we got one more. Okay, emergency protocol. We're about to fall off. It turns out B wasn't correct. Who would have thought? I can't afford to lose this game. I'm already down Neo points. So, let's just employ some tech that I learned as a kid. Blah, blah, blah. Aha. I think I solved it. Scratch my back and I will scratch yours. I earned this. Yep. Also, take a look at this walrus. Is the top half of its head its skin, or is it a mask? All right, what's this? Premium? No. Oh God, a monthly subscription? I understand business sense why, but it's really just disheartening to see older free games go down this path. Are you kidding me? There's lottery? Dude, this site is just gambling. In the top 6 most popular games, 2 of them are slot machines. And we have a Wheel of Fortune next to a scratch card. This game is just gambling. That being said, we'll give it a shot. Wait, this is an actual full-fledged slot machine. You have bet types, lines. This is even fancier than some online casinos. That being said, we're gonna go all in. Max bet, max lines for the jackpot. Come on! Big money! We want nothing. Okay, we lost a few Neopoints, but we can make it up with this last spin. So bad news, we're down to 307 Neopoints. Uh-oh. Slow and steady. They couldn't have made this any harder for it to see. What? No. Oh, we just got cornered. Okay, let's submit our score. 96 Neopoints. What? We'll bet 200. Deal me in. Come on, give me a blackjack. I got a 14. That's horrible. We hit on a 14. We just busted. This is the last of our Neopoints. I need to win this. Otherwise, I think it's over for us. We might just never get that paintbrush. We're saved! A blackjack! You know, they say sometimes you gotta lose it all in order to start your redemption arc. That's what they say, right?
And so, from that blackjack on, Red Jay learned to never gamble again. Wait, hold on. What are you doing?
We're at 160 points in Double or Nothing. That paintbrush is ours. Okay, first off, this website keeps displaying this message about Flash being broken. Haven't you had like years to fix this? And secondly, I think I'm gonna need some help. So I gave my billionaire friend a call and explained the harsh treatment the gambling world had bestowed upon me. And basically, he just replied with a list of all activities I should do to get the brush. And to say that I may have wasted a few hours initially was an understatement. First on the list was the Fashion Fever game. Now, I'm not going to say Neopets and furryism are connected, but I'm also not saying that. Essentially, you dress up your Neopet in 3 different ways, take a little photo if you want, and you get 300 Neopoints in 30 seconds. Next was Darrigan Dodgeball, a game where you basically dodge all items on the screen, and that... And then came the massive key, the one thing that I had spit on earlier. We're back to daily quests. Oh, okay. Now I'm interested. But hey, look at that. 20,000 Neopoints for completing them. And slowly but surely, I ticked off all the daily quests, claiming thousands of Neopoints, including kitting out the big bad D with this hat. Now he's more like the big bad G. And finally, we were able to claim our reward. Yes! We can finally get the Cloud Paintbrush! Okay, Shop Wizard. Search for Cloud Paintbrush. Perfect, a listing for 31,000 Neopoints. Okay, it's finally here. It's happening. After decades, it'll finally be mine. And with a singular 2 clicks, it's finally mine. Item not found. Wait. Did I not purchase it? So I found it. There's a lot of menus, a lot of buttons. Now I know what it feels like for an old person using a cell phone. And it looks like my Cloud Paintbrush is humming. Maybe it's excited to get slathered all over my Neopet or something. I don't know. Hey man, I'm just saying. Okay, how do we actually use this thing? Listen, it's my first time doing something like this. Be gentle with me, I'm sensitive, okay? Okay, I got new information. In order to use the paintbrush, we have to go, well, not here. Okay, first we have to click this burger. All right, from here, don't mind the fact that there's no colors. It's a whole thing that's going on. And then we click Rainbow Pool. A little ironic. And here we go. We now can use the Cloud Paintbrush on the big bad D. So it already has the cloud selected. Let's go ahead and do it. Wow. You know, I'm going to be honest. Why does it look like my Neopets come from a coloring book now? You know what? In fact, you couldn't even make the coloring book. You look like a bootleg drawing on the side of a Happy Meal. Actually, you look diseased with the pattern of an old person's wallpaper falling off in their house. I'm just kidding. You look great because I love you, no matter what they say. Anyways, we did it. Yeah, it was awesome getting to replay some of the older games, accomplishing one of my goals. And even though there's been a lot of changes, that was a pretty fun afternoon. Honestly, I feel like buying a lotto ticket now, but other than that, it was fun to relive a slice of the past. And I can't wait to see where Neopets is in another 20 years.